All right. Welcome back to the Poke Barn, guys. So excited for this one here today. We scored kind of in a fun, different way at this time when it comes to Pokemon cards. We were able to make a trip back to our hometown, which isn't far from where we're at now, but we were able to make it back and kind of visit family, stuff like that. And went back to my wife Megan, her parents' house, and were able to dig around in her old bedroom and search around and find her old Pokemon card collection. And not just hers, shout out to her brother Kyle. We were able to grab his cards off of him too. He had a nice little stack as well.
He was willing to part with.
Yeah, and so we're excited about that.
So thank you, Kyle.
Yes, thank you, bud. And then of course, parents for doing such a good job of making sure that stuff doesn't get thrown out.
Yeah.
Parents are always good about that. And it took us a minute to find it too, but luckily, you know, Dad's always the hero. So
yes.
Dad came through at the end and last minute. Well, they might be here.
All of them,
yeah. Found right where they're at. So super exciting. We were super excited to find them. Obviously, well, not obviously, but I'll just state these cards were played with, and neither of us played the game a lot when we were kids. None of our friends really played the game a lot when we were kids either. We all just kind of collected the cards and traded them with each other, you know, in elementary school and whatnot. And so we'd ride the bus with our cards. They'd be in our backpack, our pockets.
Yes,
and
on the playground.
Yeah, and up here in Montana where we lived, there wasn't a Toys R Us or anything, so we didn't have like a league or anything like that you would go play in or anything like that. So, you know, our cards were just bouncing around in our backpacks and whatever we had. And, you know, if you had that parent that was maybe into collectibles too, maybe you learned to put your stuff in top loaders and keep certain things in binders and keep things nice, but you know, that definitely wasn't the majority of people.
I did not even have a binder, so these are not even binder condition.
Wouldn't even say they're binder condition, but some, you do get lucky. Some of these cards are actually in fairly nice condition, and in my opinion, still worth sending off to get graded for the purpose of, these were, you know, these were her childhood cards. Now they're our cards. We share them. Yep. But you know, we wouldn't really want to sell them no matter what condition they're in, and we'd like to preserve them in what condition they're in currently. So the best way to preserve your cards and have them authenticated, we're not worried about that because, you know, we purchased these cards, you know, as kids and whatnot, so we know they're real. But just to have them preserved in those cases and whatnot, I think is really huge, goes a long way. So it's something we want to do. Really, no matter the condition, we're not going to grade all of these cards, that's for sure, but just some of the more important ones that we like. And then as a whole, we're just going to keep them forever and ever, of course. And we did find a couple fun gems. Again, these are in played condition, so nothing like crazy where you're going to get a 10 and make millions of dollars or whatever. Or I guess it'd just be thousands. Pokemon doesn't quite do millions yet. But so starting off, I'm going to start with the oldest cards first. And I'm going to pull out these. These are the movie and TV Topps cards. So these came out right before Wizards of the Coast Pokemon cards, and I've got this big stack right here. So these right here, that like this one right here, these are all from Mewtwo Strikes Back movie. So we got that cool Drowsy there, this sideways card.
And some of them I think are from different shows too.
Yeah, I think I have them in order. This is now from like the TV show, so Island of the Giant Pokemon, if you remember like that episode. The Squirtle Squad, and then the Mystery at the Lighthouse with Dragonite. Showdown at Pewter City. So these are from the TV show. These are all Topps cards. And again, in played condition, Some of them are in better condition, which is nice. Pikachu's Vacation.
And these are so old, I barely remember collecting these. But now that we have them back, I do remember a little bit.
That's a cool, you got the half Charizard there.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're getting into, these are,
straighten those out.
Yep. We're changing sets here. This is now a different set of these cards. Got the Blastoise, Pikachu, Sandshrew, Squirtle, Pidgey, Diglett, Nidoking, Geodude, Butterfree, Marowak, Mankey, and these ones that I'm going through now, if you have the good chase ones, these are going to be worth a little more than those last ones I was flying through. Again, in more of a mint condition, but again, these aren't wrecked. These aren't in terrible condition. Just the corners and edges aren't perfect, but surfaces aren't real beat up. You know, they're a little dusty still yet. We still have to kind of undust them fully, but
yeah,
they're not bad.
They're not terrible, considering.
Yeah, they were literally just sitting in like a weird little bag. This is the card list. But next, I'll go through some of the more big hitters. So these are all the more hollow cards of this sort.
Which I really like. And
yeah.
Forgive us
Ash's
for how dusty
Sacrifice.
they are. Again, I need to take like a very gentle eyeglass cloth or something like that and go through and dust them all. Because they're dusty, but they're so
that
cool
card in a hollow again.
Beautiful.
The rebirth of Ash, and then we've got a Venusaur, Ivysaur, Blastoise, Pikachu's Vacation hollow, Mewtwo Strikes Back hollow, a Squirtle, another Blastoise. So we got lots of these like starter Pokemon. And here's some more of these hollows of those same type of cards. Spearow, Vero, we got the evolution there. Nidorina, Clefable, Poliwrath, Meowth, Vulpix, Paris, Sandshrew, Dugtrio, Abra, Weedle, Sandshrew, Clefairy, Kadabra, Arbok, Pidgeotto, that one's dusty, Poliwag, and a Gloom. So again, those are the Topps chromes.
Yeah, the hollows are pretty. Like, take just one more look at that. It's gorgeous.
Super gorgeous. All right, now getting to, these are going to be hollow and non-hollow. These are kind of the ones out of these Topps that I'd say have any value. And I also pulled out the ones that look the best, so they're not too beat up. Probably I'll grade them. Even if they don't grade high, it'll be cool to preserve them in their current form. So starting off with our Bulbasaur, we've got the Ivysaur hollow, we've got this Venusaur hollow, another Venusaur hollow chrome, the Charizard hollow, a Charmeleon hollow, Charmeleon hollow, a Charizard non-hollow, Charizard non-hollow, Charmander non-hollow, Charmeleon non-hollow, Charmeleon non-hollow, and another Charmander non-hollow. So again, those ones would have value if they graded high. Either way, we're going to grade them just because, again, we want to preserve them just the way they are. So moving on, I got another tin here full of, so these are all just all of our commons. There are some or no, I believe I probably pulled all the rare cards out and sleeved them up. So I won't like fly through all of these, but I'll just kind of give you an idea of what we had here, of what Megan had in her collection. So she had some Rocket cards, as you can see there. We got some more Rocket. This is base set 2, as you can see the base set 2 symbol there. Base set 2. And then this is going to be a base set 1, but not a first edition. I mean, there's no first edition stamp or anything, and it's got the shadow and everything. So again, just showcasing kind of the variety she had here. Got another Rocket. Oops, that was a Fossil. So there's a Fossil card, as you can see the Fossil symbol there at the corner. Then we got another Rocket, a Dark Machoke. Here's a Jungle. So there's a jungle emblem there. So again, she had a pretty good variety, pretty good mix. There's a Squirtle, Horsey, Staryu, Farfetch'd, a base set 2 Energy there, Ponyta, Charmander. So again, we've got some cool starters. We've got the Dark Charmeleon. So definitely a good mix of cards that we had there. And it's just kind of more of the same. A bunch of the commons and uncommons, a bunch of the original starters and whatnot. And it's going to be the same thing here. I've mostly got all the energies. And then in the back here, we've got our different trainers. So like the Pokeball, the Defender, the Super Potion, the Switch, Goop Gas Attack, the Switch, Gust of Wind. So if you grew up with these cards, you're familiar with these trainers. Full Heal, yeah. Bill, Imposter Oak's Revenge. So yeah, anyways, definitely just all those typical trainers. There's Sleep.
Ooh.
That one's maybe my favorite one, huh?
Yeah.
That one's cool. That's a Rocket one. So yeah, so we had plenty of those as well.
And it's been so fun going through them, and it brings back so many wonderful memories.
It does. It's been super fun. All right, so moving on. Now I've got this stack of like stuff that I already sleeved up that I would say would probably be worth the most out of anything we found. Not that anything's worth like a ton, but this is all vintage, so. All right, so we've got Eevee, and obviously this is my favorite Pokemon, my favorite starter, Jolteon being my favorite evolution of Eevee, so this one's definitely getting sleeved up. This is the one from the Team Rocket. We've got another one there, and another one, can't have too many. Got the Jungle Eevee, so Eevee's rookie card. Got a second one. And these ones are probably ones that we're gonna send in to get graded. Not right away, grading's crazy right now, but we're gonna be patient and take our time. We're not planning on selling anything. We just currently don't own graded cards, and we never have, and it's on our list of things we really, really want. So we're going to grade for sure. Jigglypuff, these are from base set 2. And then the Wigglytuff from Jungle, this is a non-holo. And then we've got Charmander, of course, Charmander. And you saw Charmander in that other stack. Those ones were a little more beat up. These ones are in decent condition. Like they could easily get like, I mean, there's not like bad whitening or anything really. I think these could easily get like decent grades, and it is the starter, it is Charmander. So we're gonna send them in. Hope for the best, of course. Charmander, Squirtle, base set 2, Squirtle, a Jinx, base set 2, Jinx, base set 2, Pikachu. This one's really beat up, so I'm undecided, but it is the Pikachu. Here's the Jungle Pikachu. This one's not so beat up, so. And then we've got a Dark Kadabra. I just have always liked this Pokemon, so we'll see. We might grade this as well. This is a Rocket. It's an uncommon, but it's cool. Dark Vaporeon. So again, an evolution. These will always get sleeved and graded in the Pokebarn here for sure. So this is a Dark Vaporeon from Team Rocket packs. The evolutions in Team Rocket didn't come in rares, but they should. Another one of those. A Dark Wheezing non-holo from the Rocket Pack. Super cool card as well too. Charmeleon from base set. That original base set. And then Energy. This is the uncommon full heal energy from Rocket. You know, it's something that it's in really good condition, so it might be worth grading, you know.
Cool.
Again, it's vintage. Rocket Sneak Attack, so this is a rare trainer.
I love all the Team Rocket cards.
Yeah, and this, again, it's in good condition, so it would be probably worth grading. Computer Search, this is a rare that's in good condition. Here is the one Japanese card she had.
Yes, it was a prized possession at the time.
Yeah, and we're not 100% sure. Again, memory's faded. It could have been something that, because every now and then they stuck secret rares in packs, and every now and then there was a Japanese one, I feel like. So it could have been one of those situations, or more than likely a situation where she may have traded off
I definitely
something.
traded for
Okay,
it.
yeah.
I remember, yeah.
So a fun trade on the playground.
Very excited about that
But
trade.
the
I
old
cannot
school
believe it.
Pocket Monsters on the back there. It's the only Pocket Monsters Japanese Pokemon card that we have. So it's a little beat up. Don't know if we'll send it in and get graded, but it's super cool anyways. So Kangaskhan Holo from Jungle. And it's in decent condition. Centering's not bad, as you can see. There's really not like a ton of whitening or anything. And the back doesn't look terrible. There's a little bit of whitening at the top of the card there. It's really just the holos a little bit scratched up.
Yeah, the holos were also my prized possession.
You know, it would maybe lose some points on surface, maybe a little bit on edge wear, but might still grade decently. So something we'll still send in. This Dark Wheezing holo from Rocket. That holo is super hard to catch too, but it is the holo one. And same thing, in pretty good condition, and the holo is so hard to see that I really couldn't tell if there was a lot of scratches on this one. So, and the back wasn't too bad either. There's some dust on the case, but alright, and then we had this Dark Doug Trio, which looks really good.
That's cool.
And there's a swirl right there.
Oh, wow. I see it.
The swirl. And so this one didn't look bad either. It could get some surface scratch issues on the holo. There may have been some. But corners and edges weren't terrible, and the centering on it was fairly decent too. So this could be a good grader as well. We're super excited about that. And then a base set 2 Wigglytuff. And again, this one's pretty good condition. Maybe some edge wear, a little bit of surface scratch wear, but the centering is pretty decent on this. I think it would be definitely worth grading. And then the Dark Arbok. Same thing, maybe just a little surface scratch on the holo. But as you can see, centering looks pretty good, and the edges aren't too bad at all. And if you're trying to sneak peeks of what's on the other side, you already saw that we have a couple of these Ancient Mews.
Yeah.
Super nice. So these first two are in really good condition. And these are the like American version. These aren't the like international like Japanese version. Or the error. There's like 4 versions of this card. This is probably the
Most common.
yeah, most common. The one, it's not worth the most, but the cards look really good, and I think they would grade well. So, you know, it'll be fun to send them in anyways.
Yeah.
It's not like this doesn't draw a high number, but it'll be cool. It'll look really good in the slab.
Yeah.
And then so we had a second one, and we did have a third one. This one, however, did have a bend. It's hard to see on video here, but it has a bend like right here, like it got kind of pinched. But otherwise, it's in great condition too. The surfaces on these cards look good, centering, all that stuff. So definitely we'll be sending in all of these actually. So that was super exciting. And then before I show our kind of fun prized one, as I like to think anyways, I'll show you our worst card, the most trashed one I threw in this fun little plastic case. It is this Starmie. Yeah, and as you can see, like, it's even kind of dirty up there on the card. Yeah. It's got some maple syrup or something on it from Eggo waffles in the morning. And then look at the back. Look, this is in rough shape. The edges are worn. So this card, it was so bent up too, like it, you know, in most people's opinion, it goes straight into the trash, but that was kind of sad for us. So yeah, I had this scratched up, weird, hard case here, and so I said, let's just throw it in there and put it on display as the worst card we have. So.
Our worst, best card.
Yes. All right, so now the last but not least, final, still sealed. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it, still sealed. And it looks good too. There's a little edge wear on this card. Otherwise, there's not going to be a ton that would bring the grading down. As you can see, the centering's not like terrible on it. It's a little off right to left there, but not terrible. It is the Machamp. So first edition Machamp. Edition 1. Hollow, still sealed in the package, rare. And we are going to crack into this because I want to put it in a case. I don't feel comfortable keeping it safe like this, and I want to send it in to get graded. Again, it is a little beat up, so it's not going to be a 10, probably not a 9, maybe not even an 8. You know, whatever it will be, we'll love it no matter what.
Yeah,
anyways,
at least it will be safe.
Yeah, but we want to grade it. We want to keep it in the condition it's in, and I know you can send these in and get them graded in this plastic right here and get it graded as is, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to look at it in the plastic.
Yeah, me either.
To me, that doesn't look good, and this part of the plastic, this part that you would normally open, like goes over Machamp, and the clear part is in the back.
Yeah.
So you can't see them very good. There's many reasons I don't want to keep it in here. Also, the little bit of like edge wear that's happened on this card, just a tiny bit, has like kind of, it's sitting in the plastic. It's kind of peeled and it's like sitting at the bottom here. And I don't want it to scuff up the rest of the card. Yeah. And also, I don't think it looks good in there up close. So it's hard to see on video. But this is going to be much better off if I take it out of the plastic, especially because we want to grade it. And we're not looking to sell. I don't care what grade it gets. I just want to have a graded card. And one that's kind of fun and worthy and has some value a little bit. And this would be one for sure. So we're going to go ahead and cut her right on camera here. Yay. I'm a little bit shaky with it.
It's exciting.
Yeah, we were super excited that this was still in there, sealed, so super fun. Yeah, we'll slide it out.
Wow. Oh my gosh. It's so beautiful. That hollow, all the color is so cool. Classic 90s.
And you know, I'm not seeing like print lines really, and the hollow's not scratched up. But again, there's just a little bit of that edge shine if you can see it. I'll try and move it around in the right kind of way, but you can kind of see it right here. There's a little bit of that edge shine. It's just a little bit of card peel there, but otherwise this card's in nice shape. So once it's slabbed up and just set where it needs to stay, it's going to look really good. And that's what I'm excited about. I don't care as much about the score it's going to get. It's just going to look a lot better. So I'm going to carefully slide it in here. I don't want to, like I said, the edges are wearing. So I just don't want to any more than they already are. All right, so it's in plastic. It's safe.
Yay!
Of course, we'll get it in the old top loader as well. It's in the case. It's safe. We can touch it a little better now. And it looks good. Look how beautiful it looks.
It is beautiful.
It's a super cool card. So yeah, guys, thanks for joining us today. We're super excited to show you this vintage collection of Megan's that's now both of ours. We're super excited about it. As we're collecting Pokemon cards here, I mean, this is what we grew up with, so we definitely wanted our hands on vintage cards. And we're going to get our hands on more as much as we can. You know, anytime stuff comes up that's affordable for us, we're going to buy it. So super excited about this. Thanks again for joining us, guys. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hit that like button if you liked what you saw. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you. Peace.
Bye, guys.